not even like, I want to join you. You don't know me so much, so.
Hey guys, what's going on? Gassy Mexican here, and welcome to the Facecam edition of Message Monday. I didn't do a Message Monday a couple weeks back, and I said I was going to do a Facecam video to make up for it. I didn't do it as quickly as I said I was going to do it, but here it is, so, yeah. 10/24/2011, Message Monday, and let's do this. First person is Sporkerism, and you should see their message appear. Yeah, I like doing that. And he says, I don't know if you're still doing this or not or whatever, but how tall are you, and do you like curry? I'm about 6'3", 6'4", somewhere in there, and I've never had curry. I don't know if I'd like it. I'm not that picky when it comes to food. So I would imagine that I like curry, but I've never had it. So that is your answer. Wow, that was really quick. Next message is from Pineapple Spoon, and it's a voice message from Xbox. I'm doing 3 and 3 like I did before. I kind of like that better because it moves things along a little bit better. And, you know, the other videos end up being like 17 minutes longer. And, you know, if it's easier for me to get these out, it's easier for me to keep these on time, you know. And when I say on time, I mean on Monday, later that night, because I haven't been able to release one midday. But, yeah, next message is from Pineapple Spoon from Xbox, and I'll go ahead and cut to their message, and we'll come right back.
Transition.
Hey there, Mr. Gassy.
Hey, I was just wondering if you are a fan of any of the WWE wrestling franchise, video games, show, anything like that. So, thanks for listening to my message.
To
Transition.
answer your question, Pineapple Spoon, I'm not that big into wrestling games. The only one that I ever really did play was WCW versus NWO for the N64, and that was a long while ago. So yeah, I never really play any of the new ones that come out. I know Nova is big into the wrestling games and stuff, and he's got that second channel now that I think he's gonna be doing stuff like that for. But personally, me, nah, I'm not that much into wrestling. Like I said, it's just that one, and that was I think that was the first game where you could go outside the ring, or one of the first games where you could go outside the ring and grab like chairs and stuff and smack people with. So I like that game naturally. And it was a good classic N64 game that I played. But thanks for your question, and let's move on to the next person whose name I cannot remember, so I will tell you the person's name after I've heard their message. Insert cut here.
Transition.
Hey Max, I was just wondering if you'll be uploading any more paintball videos, and also what about Battlefield 3? Will you be uploading any multiplayer or single player, anything like that? Thanks, keep up the good work.
Well, to answer your question, the Creed 97, it's funny you asked both those questions together because tonight is the night of the Battlefield 3 midnight release for here, so in this area, so I'm going to go to that pretty soon. So I will be doing videos with that. I don't know if I'm going to record some videos tonight. I might, but you will see some stuff from it. And I'll try to get some other people to play with me. But unfortunately, everybody's getting it for PC because it's, you know, I don't have a really good PC. Like, it's good enough to make videos and stuff here and there. It's not an amazing PC, but unfortunately, everybody else pretty much has a better computer than I do, and they're getting it for PC. So I'm getting it on console, and then when I upgrade to a new computer, which will probably be pretty soon, then I'll get it for PC. But to answer your second question about paintballing, I am going to be putting up a paintball video, actually from a little while back when I went paintballing with some other commentators from YouTube, and I know I'm really late to put that up. I said I was going to put it up a while ago, but it'll be going up within the next few days, so you will be able to see that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. It'll be a combination of some first-person cam from my GoPro that I got for it, and also from the third-person camera from the Aviator, who was kind enough to film while we were paintballing, so look forward to that. And that is going to end the Xbox messages. Let's move on to YouTube messages. First message from YouTube is from Matt's MV7, and they say, "Hey Mexican rat, JK lol. Anyways, I remember from past Creature Talk that you took a lot of honors classes. Well, I'm in the same situation right now. In all my honors classes, I'm making B's and C's, and the stress is getting to me. Should I drop out of the classes, or should I stick with them and see what happens?" Well, I don't know what grade you're in, or what, like if you're in high school or if you're in college or anything like that. But when I had honors classes, it was my freshman year, and I went through the entire freshman year with those honors classes, and it was a bitch. It was hard. It was a lot of stress, like you were saying. And the way I see honors classes after having some and going through, you know, the curriculum of them, it's basically just the same stuff that you'd learn with a normal class, but more work and less time to do it in. So, I mean, I personally felt like Like, I would do better in a regular class. I would get higher grades. And I did, so it worked out for me. So if you think you'll get better grades in a normal class, and to be honest, like, it matters a little bit when people are looking over your, you know, your past grades and stuff for college or for jobs or anything, if you are in high school, you know, for college. But it doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter as much as people say it does. Plus, it's going to look better. You know, I mean, it's going to look better if you have A in or A plus in science or whatever, biology, than an honors class and you have like a D minus or something like that, just because the stress is getting to you and the workload's getting to you and stuff like that. So that's kind of my opinion on it. I personally, I went through the rest of the class, or the rest of my classes when I did have honors. So, I mean, if you think you can do that and get decent grades, because I ended up with like a B or something like that, or a C, but, I mean, it was that stress factor that I didn't like, so I went and got regular classes. So if you think you can tough through it, go ahead and do that. But, yeah, that's my 2 cents on that, so hopefully that helps you in some way. Next question is from, let me scroll over here. Next question is from Random Zero Review Zero Vlogs, and they say, "Hey Gassy, love the vids. Have you ever played any of the Uncharted games?" I have not, and that's part of the reason why I'm getting a PS3 is because Uncharted is one of those exclusive games to the PS3 that I really want to play. So I'll be getting a PS3 pretty soon. I got a buddy who's hooking me up. He's got some game stores and stuff that he owns, so thankfully I'll have a connection to get a PS3. It's probably going to be a refurbished one, but I don't even care, or a used one, because I mean, at this point I just want to play PS3 games. As long as it works, I'll be happy. So I'll probably record some stuff when I do have a PS3. I'm gonna play some God of War. I don't know what, you know, you can leave in the comments too. I asked on Twitter a little while back about what games I should get for PS3, but if you have some games that maybe weren't mentioned, you think, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'd like to see what you guys would like me to play on PS3. So yes, I do want to play the Uncharted games. I have not played them thus far though. Alright, last message from YouTube is going to be from Grant17 Triple, and he says, "Why, hello there, Mr. Gassy Mexican. I would like to ask, when you were growing up and stuff," he didn't say stuff, I don't know why I said stuff. Anyways, when you were growing up and before you got into this whole YouTube video stuff, that's where the stuff was at. I knew we saw it somewhere. Anyways, what were your main interests, and did you have any particular dreams/goals you wanted to accomplish? When I was a kid and growing up, I grew up in kind of just outside the city. I was born in the city in a hospital called Rush Hospital. I was born there, and when I was growing up, I lived in Berwyn-Cicero area. If anyone is local to the Chicagoland area, you might know where I'm talking about. But when I was growing up there, I pretty much rode my bike everywhere. That was like the main thing to do. It was like your little mini car for a kid, honestly, because everything's so close, you know, in a city environment. So I rode my bike everywhere. We used to go to the park and make like wood chip jumps. So I don't know if you guys have ever done that or seen wood chip jumps. Basically, we just make jumps out of wood chips at the park. And yeah, I played a lot of basketball. Used to play basketball in our alley back behind our house. Actually, we had a really nice basketball rim, but it got stolen. So that sucked. But I played a lot of basketball when I was younger. I still do today. Not as much as I'd like to, but that's probably one of my favorite sports to play, if not my favorite sport to play. So played a lot of basketball. I was pretty much an outdoorsy sort of kid. I still played video games and stuff. Me and my brother both did play a lot of video games. So as you can tell, that led into what I do kind of now today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as dreams/goals, I would say I kind of wanted to be a professional basketball player. That was like my big dream, but obviously that didn't happen. But I'm happy doing what I'm doing now, and you know, I like doing these videos and stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, that's going to wrap up this week's Message Monday. Thanks to everybody that sent in a message, and if you guys want to send a message into Message Monday, go ahead and send me a message on Xbox Live. For my gamer tag, it is Gassy Mexican, and you can also send me a message on YouTube. Just tag both of those, whether you send it on Xbox or on YouTube, as Message Monday, so they don't get mixed in with my other messages, and it's easier for me to tell what it's for. So thanks again to everybody that sent in a message, and thanks to all of you guys for watching. I will catch you later, and I'm going to go get Battlefield 3 now, pretty much in about an hour and a half, probably head out to there. So look forward to playing that, and thanks again, guys, for watching. See you later.